This is DDS, or Dork Dad Sam, or Hook Nose Sam, bringing you the Dorkly Rundown. Let my unsoothing voice soothe you as we go through a weekly newscast station. I don't know, something. We're going to start with one of my favorite topics, which is Star Wars. I will mostly leave Marvel to Adrian, um, as I am not caught up to date with many of the items happening in this world. What I am caught up with is Star Wars. So we had, there's been kind of a leak with Bad Batch, which is saying that, um, kind of, because it's still 3 months window, but it looks to be a release date of spring 2022. What does this mean? Well, it could mean May the 4th, like it pretty much was last year, which would make a lot of sense. Typically, shows like to start around the same time anyway. I don't know what the Wednesday or Friday, I guess it could be, that Disney Plus will look to add that, but it is interesting to see, um, or I guess get confirmation that it is uh, coming here in the spring of this year. Where is it going to take place? Don't know yet. Camino, R.I.P. It is lost. It is gone, never to be seen again, except in the Book of Boba or flashbacks. Um, which I guess the Book of Boba was flashbacks, but you know what I mean. Um, we left off, and this will be spoilers. So if you haven't watched Bad Batch, I don't know. It's been a year, so I guess it's on you. Um, Crosshair had a decision to go with Bad Batch, um, or go on his own. He decided to go on his own. So the Bad Batch are kind of in a disarray still, but it looks like they're kind of coming back as a group. So it would be kind of interesting with Crosshair to see how that pans out. I think Tarkin's going to be a huge part of season 2. I'd be surprised if he's not, to be quite honest with you. Um, you can kind of see him in play, and then you have Nala Se, who's was captured and brought into an Imperial facility. So there's a lot of play in. Are we going to see another clone? Are we actually going to see the connection to the Mandalorian, which is very possible? There was some theories about that last year, right? Which is the Mandalorian showing Snoke, the creation of Snoke. You might be able to see that in season 2 of the Bad Batch. We'll have to kind of see how that plays out. But now we have a spring 22 timeline, which is good news. Was also leaked recently was that it looks like Bo is gonna have a TV series of her own. We went from having very limited amount of bounty hunters in, let's say, the main 9 movies, right? Um, we had very limited amount of time with Boba. Django had some more time, but it wasn't necessarily with the bounty hunter portion. It was kind of behind the scenes, I guess. Or let's go back to Camino. Um, so you're starting to get more of a feel, and you got it in the animated series, the Clone Wars. Um, Now we're getting it in live action with the Mandalorian. You have the Book of Boba Fett, and now we have Bo. How much? There's always a part of me that is concerned about how much we're losing. I remember seeing things about mystery movies or even horror movies where like you don't see the bad guy or you don't see the creature, the alien, right? You don't see alien for the majority of the movie. It's like here and there you see glimpses, which brings you more satisfaction. It's more of a mystery, which is kind of what bounty hunters were for a little bit, right? Besides legends and what have you. Now we're getting quite a bit of material. Don't want to wear this out. Um, Especially when you have another season of The Mandalorian. I don't know if there's going to be a Book of Boba Fett 2. If I was to guess, I would say no. I think Book of Boba is probably going to be 7 episodes done. We don't know anything about the new Bo series. Could be flashbacks. I would not be shocked if there's flashbacks in that one, like the Book of Boba, where you go back and maybe see your sister alive. Maybe your sister and Obi. It'd be kind of interesting to see how that plays out, especially with Ewan McGregor coming back with his new series coming out this year. It's a big Star Wars year. You got currently have the Book of Boba, right? You've got the Bad Batch season 2. I'm not going to talk about Obi-Wan series, but that's coming out this year. And then we also have the new Andor series that's supposed to be hitting Disney Plus at the end of this year as well. What that looks like is again, spoiler alert, but it shouldn't be that big of a spoiler alert because when did Rogue One come out? I'm not even 100% sure, but it's quite some time ago. This has to be prequel. Unlike the Suicide Squad reversing Peacemaker's death, you can't reverse this. So it's a prequel, and it looks like there's only a few characters confirmed thus far, which is kind of surprising, based on where we're at as a culture. Obviously, you have Cassian as the main character, and we're looking at him to grow. It looks like it's going to be more of in the Rebel Spy kind of area. So it'll be kind of interesting the different direction this is going to take, compared to other Star Wars shows or movies or what have you. We're kind of seeing more and more of different genres opening it up. Pretty soon we're going to have a Star Wars horror show. Maybe. I mean, hey, if we're getting, which again, would not be shocked if we're getting Night Sisters in, let's say, the Book of Boba or something like that, which is kind of led on. I'm not going to go into too much of that, but that could be more of a different genre as well with the Night Sisters and Maul and those sorts as well. But anyway, back to Cassian and the Andor cast. So we have Diego is confirmed as Cassian, and then really the only character that's confirmed is Mon Mothma, which is kind of a surprise in a way, to see that she's in a prequel with Cassian, unless you see him get kicked out of something or what have you. There's some good folks in here. What's also kind of surprising is K2SO is not confirmed, at least in season 1. So Alan Tudyk, who plays he's the body and the voice of K2SO, confirmed. Well, at least he says he's confirmed. Look at other movies where he's not coming into a season 1, but maybe looking at a possible future series. It's a quote from the star himself. So it looks like this is not a one-off series. It looks like probably Cassian meeting K2SO won't be until season 2, but it's kind of fun to theorize who we're gonna see in this series. How many Rogue One characters are we gonna see? I mean, we'll kind of have to go from there. I believe there was confirmation Ben Mendelsohn's coming back as Krennic, which again I think his character was pretty good. I think he got I liked his character for the most part. Again, it's got to be a prequel. well, kind of. I mean, I think there's a lot to look forward to. Is Saw Gerrera going to be in this as well? And if so, what does that open up? Um, that opens up a lot of possibilities there with the type of characters we see in these series. So it's a show I'm looking forward to. Again, I think Star Wars. There's a lot of things to look forward to. And speaking of, I'm finally, Lego has put out their trailer. Look at the link in the top corner for my initial thoughts and feedback for the Lego Star Wars game. But it looks like it's gonna be pretty interesting. I'm pretty excited about it. I sometimes don't show a whole lot of emotion, but I'm pretty excited. I will be definitely checking this out. I don't know if I'll be able to purchase all 20 DLCs. Hey, boss, if you're listening, Sam needs a raise. We'll see. It's around the raise time anyway, with the April 4th or 5th go live date for them. So, yeah, maybe I'll use I don't need my bonus check for anything else. So I'll just throw it at this. My kid won't mind. I'm sure. Big news with Tim Allen and the Santa Claus. Looks like there is going to be a TV series on Disney Plus. Imagine that. With the Santa Claus characters. Looks like Tim Allen is producing and starring in it to find a replacement. So I don't know if that confirms he's going to die or if he's just going to hand off the reins. I mean, there's got to be another Claus in the Santa Claus. I'm looking at you, Bernard. Find that Claus for us to be able to hand off the role of Santa Claus versus if you perish and put on the suit, you are the new Santa Claus. So it'll be interesting. Is Charlie going to be the new Santa Claus? I mean, what's Charlie up to? What is Charlie up to? And how many of the old cast are we going to see? They're all. When was the last movie made? Like mid 2000s, I think Santa Claus 3 was. So I mean, all these guys are going to be 15, 20 years older now, because some characters weren't even in the third movie. I mean, are we going to see? Is Bernard going to come back? I know, fan favorite from the first two films. So more to come on that, I guess. I don't know how much we're going to cover on this channel, but I don't know. I'm a big fan of the series. I mean, mostly 1 and 2. 3 was a joke, but I'm not going to go into that one. What I think is pretty interesting, what was released this week was a trailer, an HBO series called Our Flag Means Death. I maybe am just out of the loop. All my cool friends didn't tell me, but it looks like there's a new TV series on HBO, which looks very interesting. It looks like it's an aristocrat that decides, you know what, I don't want to be a wealthy person that is standing on land. I want to abandon that life and become a pirate. Looks like a very funny comedy series on HBO, so I'm pretty stoked about it. Taika is I can't remember if he's producing or I know he's heavily involved. I believe he's producing as well. But he's going to be playing Blackbeard, so that'll be quite interesting. He's in the trailer at the very end. I'll link the trailer in the body. I don't know, the description. I'll link the trailer below. How about that? But it looks quite hilarious. I don't think it's mentioned how many episodes there'll be or how many seasons, but it looks like a pretty funny series that's gonna be on HBO. Hopefully this year, at the end of this year. We'll have to kind of see how that goes. Like I said, there's quite a bit of people in here that are quite enjoyable. Just a different take. I feel like it's What We Do in the Shadows, but on the sea kind of thing, and not vampires, but pirates. And I don't know. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm pretty excited about it, everybody. And now something I'm also pretty excited about. We're gonna have some Dachshund reveals. So this is Dork Dad Sam. I have a child at school at the moment. I also have 4 dachshunds because I'm that weirdo that can't have just one. Hey. None of them want to come over here. This is pretty great. Nobody wants to come over here. This is Patty. She's 7 pounds, 4 months old. What a looker. She's the best looking one. Don't tell her I said that. This is Sandy. She's gonna be 2 years old soon. It's gonna be a sad time. Getting old. Quarantine puppy. Named after Ryan Sandberg, baseball player for the Cubs. Patty's named after Pat Hughes, announcer for the Cubs. Here we go. This heifer is Addison Waveland Sheffield Clark. She is a big girl. She can be 9 this year. Riggs. And this lovely girl is Wrigley Field. She's supposed to be a long hair, but can't grow it. What a weirdo. She's gonna be 9 as well. So we got two old broads with us. They'll live a long time. They're supposed to live a long time. You want to sit on my lap still? All right, you can sit on my lap. What a good girl. Anyway, those are my dachshunds. Just wanted to share, since we're always sponsored by dachshunds in some capacity, whether it's my beer company, that if you live in my neighborhood, specifically if you're my neighbor, maybe visit my house and try a glass of beer. Or we have just dachshunds in general. Just buy and adopt dachshunds, man. Quite fun, quite lazy, quite ornery. Good personalities. Got to collect them all like Pokemon. You see all the colors that we have? So many options. My wife wants a farm. Anyway, this is enough from me just rambling on, mumbling. Thanks for watching. If you watched it completely, not really nerdy at the end, but I don't know, just insightful. What the heck goes on in this household? We'll catch you in the next one. Don't be afraid to like that. Don't be afraid to subscribe or share it as well. So let me know your thoughts on any of our kind of rundown areas here, and if there's anything else that you'd like us to cover. Anyway, we'll see you in the next one.